Right, 400 Degrees TV. How you doing today?
I'm blessed, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Can I get your name?
My name's Isaac.
Isaac. Isaac. How old are you, Isaac?
I'm 43.
43. Okay. Where were you headed when we saw you, Isaac?
Grab a bite to eat.
Getting a bite to eat. Okay. But you feeling okay today?
Yeah, man. Just a little nerve damage in my foot, but
Oh,
God's got me.
yeah, I understand that. Um, do you have any kids?
No, man.
No kids. You from Mobile, Alabama?
No, man. I'm originally from North Alabama, Lake Gunnersville. I've been in Mobile for 3 years this month.
Okay. So what brought you here to Mobile?
I moved from Birmingham. I wanted to be in a big city, more spread out and a little slower. When I moved down here, they don't even have a fluorescent light in the city here, so it's pretty slow.
It is. It is pretty
But
slow
yeah, I
down
just
here.
wanted to plant my feet in the ground somewhere else, and I moved down here, and I'm actually over the 5 Point Shopping Center. I run my business at the front door of the Dollar General. So
Okay. What type of business do you run over there?
I'm New Vision window cleaning. I clean at you price it. Anything's a blessing to get a little bite to eat at night. With New Vision, you can see clear. I clean at you price it. Window shine, dash shine, tire shine, black ice, and reach for car smell. Started 2.5 years ago, and haven't had a word or took a word from it.
Okay, so you clean windows with love, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I try to give everybody New Vision. I take the fog out of headlights also.
Oh, okay.
It only takes me 30 seconds. I'm doing a business promotion at $5 a set, and that includes fog lights also.
All right. Well, it sounds like you got everything together then, huh?
I'm not yet, but I'm working on it.
You're working on it. That's you're not homeless or anything, are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you trying to find, a place to stay or?
I got one more appointment, and I'll have my disability. I filed mine, and I just got to go through one of their doctors to see where I've got them diagnoses. And UAB in Birmingham diagnosed me with all mine, and I got chronic health issues, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna be getting my money.
Okay. And you don't have any relatives down here with you, do
No,
you?
ma'am.
So you're just all alone.
That's the way I like it.
Hmm.
Every time I get around somebody or family, they do me wrong, and that's one of the reasons I'm out here.
Hmm. Yeah, I understand.
And while I'm out here, I try to do something positive for the community, though.
That's good. Um, have you ever been introduced to any type of drugs in the past?
Yes, ma'am. I've done everything, but I've always done it. I haven't let it do me.
Right. So what were your drug of choice?
Mainly weed and Joe, which is I function on it. I mean, I got 9 disabilities. I don't take no medication. I deal with it on a daily basis.
So Joe, that's Mojo, right?
You know,
So that's synthetic marijuana.
you know.
Hmm.
But I function on it though. I don't let it take over me and do crazy things. I function on it, but just like marijuana, I function on that too.
So do you think Mojo can make you do crazy things if you get a good high off of
Only
it?
if you get some that's been messed with, altered, sprayed too much or something like that. But I just get the same what I've been getting. I've been getting for years. Just mellow.
I've been hearing that they spray Mojo with certain type of chemicals.
Everything from like it can be raid to there ain't no telling what you might be getting on it.
Mhm. So where are you purchasing it from stores? Because I remember stores used to sell it down
No, they
here.
don't now because they'll shut them down for it. No,
Hmm.
just individuals.
Just individuals that make it in their homes.
Actually, they buy it. It not come from a few states over. You never know. But then, as far as I know, there ain't nobody around here spraying none of it themselves.
Hmm. Yeah, you be careful with that Mojo, because
Yes, ma'am.
you never know how that's going to affect your body, because it's not for human consumption at all.
Yes, ma'am.
What about any type of other drug choice besides Mojo and marijuana?
I've done a little bit of everything.
Hmm. Can you elaborate on the things that you have done and how it made you feel?
Uh, just high. I've done crack ice, weed, acid, Roxy. I don't know what.
Okay, acid. How does acid make you feel? Because I've heard about
I
ice.
tripped a couple of nights ago, first time since '98, and I said, I ain't tripped since '98. He said, you're going to go back. I said, okay.
Mm.
Well, I had to run around this town all night long.
So the trips are like good trips or bad trips.
It is, it's like a hallucinogenic trip. It's like, I don't know, it's a weird trip.
Well, come on, elaborate on the trip because I need to know and the people want to
I
know
don't
what
know,
this acid is doing.
I ain't tripped enough on it to be able to really explain it.
Hmm.
I've only done it 2 times my whole life. And And to see you, everybody has how am I trying to
A
say it?
different effect from it.
Yeah, it affects everybody differently, and until you know how it's going to affect you, you don't need to just up and jump on it.
Mhm.
That's how so many people messes up. They up and do it because everybody else is doing it, but they're used to it, but you're not. So,
Mhm.
you know,
You don't have any siblings or anything, do you?
no, man.
No siblings at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just the only child, huh?
No, man. I got a couple of other brothers, and I had another brother that died when he was 2 weeks old. I had another
Mm.
one that got give up for adoption when he was 2 weeks old. I got a couple of other brothers, but they live in Marshall County,
Mhm.
North Alabama.
Yes. Okay. Um, if you could tell your younger self back then, about drugs, what would you tell yourself to do it or not to do it?
Probably just live life, and you have a speed bump in life everywhere you go, and you just have to deal with it. If I can't say that I wouldn't, can't say that I would.
Okay. Have you had any today? Any type of drugs today?
You know, I'm not having Joe.
Some Joe today?
You
When was
know,
the last time? Well, you said today, but about an
uh,
hour ago, 2 hours.
yeah, man. That's what I was.
Are you kind of feeling it now?
No,
You're not.
no, man.
So the high lasts how long?
Mm, it lasts 30 minutes to an hour. I mean, just depending on how you let it carry you.
hmm So you're able to afford it with your business, right? Making money from your business.
No, not really, because I barely do make ends meet. It's been slow up there. That's the reason I'm off walking around, getting
hmm
away from there for a while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. For the people that's watching that's interested in doing drugs, what you want to tell
It's
them?
not
Just
where it's at. It's just when I went and seen my counselor for the first time, I went in and sat down and started talking to her. I said I'd never see a counselor. She said, well, one of my diagnoses is polysubstance abuse. It's called relying on drugs and alcohol to cover up your feelings. That's the first thing I brought up to her. And when we sat down, she said, "You're gonna come see me 5 weeks. Every Wednesday, you're gonna sit in that chair for an hour. I'm gonna sit in this chair for an hour." 30 minutes after we was there, I looked up. She's over there crying. She said, "You need to be sitting in my chair, and I need to be sitting in your chair." She said, "You ain't
mm,
got to worry about coming back."
hmm
I've only done drugs to really be able to relate in some ways. Because while you're out here, if you can't relate to them, you're not on their level. They'll eat you alive up out here. And I've been working since I've been in Mobile, all the way to the muddy back bottom, preachers, pastors, northeast, southwest, up here on Spring Hill. But drugs ain't where it's at. But I mean,
I feel a lot of people do it to just numb the pain. I feel that's what majority of
some of
people.
it, yes, ma'am.
hmm
But then, whenever I was down here about a year and a half ago, I got another public intoxication. I put down that bottle because I said there ain't nothing gonna cover up because you can believe 90% of what alcoholics say is they don't call it spirits for nothing.
You are so correct about that.
And I had to step away from it because I was straight up blunt and honest about myself. And my mind goes to thinking I want to go to talking and somebody listens. I can tell I want to do a big old speech right here. I want to shut down the highway and right there in between the dollar store and my parking lot, I want to give a story of my life. And I'm pretty sure about 15 minutes after I start speaking, half the people's going to get up because they're going to be so heartbroken they won't be able to listen to the rest of it.
hmm
But
As far as your spiritual beliefs,
I talk to him every day. Sometimes I'll be walking, people think, damn, he's crazy. No, I'm not. Because, like I tell people, sometimes it's not about going to church and fellowshipping, and it's about you having your relationship with Him. It's
most
not what another relationship with somebody else, and everybody got to have a relationship together in order to have a relationship with Him. No, you have your own relationship with Him.
you are so
You don't
correct.
have to go to church. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to go to church, not stink and sit beside other people, but at the same time, I he's the one that's got me there. I turned around and there was a guy that got shot a year ago in that shopping center. I had a bike cart right there at the corner of Old Greer's. 19 shots went out, 18 shots made contact. The day before I come out of City Trend, it looked like the prettiest blue sky and it looked like an arm holding a gun. I said, man, that's some crazy. It was right up under my cart. I got my cart that night, took it to the doctor's office across the street. The next morning I got up 5:30, 6 o'clock. I was ready. I was determined to go get me some windows. There's two entrances to leave in and out. I could every time I'd go to leave, it was like a force. It just changed my mind. Like I couldn't leave. At 12:49, them shots went out, and I was over there. There was a force, no magnetic force. It just had me stuck. And it's God because He turned around. I failed to see the sign that He gave me, and He kept me safe. And then a month later, a man pulled up and said, "I heard you've been doing good things in my parking lot." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, here's your 2 checks for your previous work." He said, "Keep up the good work." He said, "It's yours," and shook my hand and drove off. And I've
Wow.
had it for a whole year now.
That's a
And
blessing.
there's some reason that God's got me to right there. And I didn't ask for that parking lot. I didn't. There's just something.
God is awesome, isn't it?
Just now.
You make sure you keep a consistent relationship with him,
Just now.
okay?
If I don't, He's like this. Hey, you better listen to me.
Right?
People, I'll be walking down the road and I'll be like, I feel some type of way about somebody, knowing that most of it's a play game, or they just put themselves in that situation in order to try to better themselves off of what somebody else has got. But even if I don't feel right, and if I walk off, God's like, "Hey, didn't I say give it to him?" He won't stop. He'll just keep beating me in the back of the head until I do what he said.
And that's how he communicates with us. He's consistently telling us the same things over and over and over.
That, or he does little things that trips you up, and you just.
Right. Well, that's pretty much gonna conduct the interview. I appreciate your time and
I
your
thought you was
patience.
gonna do an autobiography. Miss Lynn Holshoe from the I was in the newspaper when the first week I got down here. She told a little story of my life, and I told her I wanted her to do an autobiography of my whole life, though.
Really?
But
well, I think that's gonna be it for us. We appreciate your time and your patience, okay? And you make sure you have a blessed day and stay grounded in God, okay? All right. Thank you so much.